I absolutely love meeting fabulously talented young people, and today I am sitting with possibly the most talented singer, actor, musician there is to know, a very recent discovery to the world, but I've been lucky enough to know him for some time, and he has taken time out to be with us, and we're severely excited to have Danyal Zafar here today.
I haven't taken out time. I'm always here. I love to come, and I made you a promise as well that you'd be the first person
right?
Come into the interview.
He is such an amazing person. We met some time back, and he promised me that he'll give us an interview, and he's not feeling very well today.
Yeah. The flight was, so I just flew in right now from Karachi to Lahore, and the song just released today as well, so it's it was a big day. So even the flight was like, oh my god, I'm going home, and the song's just out, and I'm gonna meet my dad, and then ekdam, where there's anything that's happening that's very good, then chances that something very bad to happen as well. And then I stepped on the flight, and then I ended up with like this food poisoning and then throwing up and all, but then I was like, promise to kiya hua hai, pura to karna hai.
हमारे बच्चे को नजर लग गई सारे पाकिस्तान की इस वक्त. But in any case, Danyal's just had his single released yesterday on Coke Studio, and he has become an absolute sensation. How does it feel?
Okay, so I mean, I've been asked this quite often, Abhi, quite a lot actually, and every single time there's only this one word that comes to me, and that I just feel very overwhelmed, because I was mentioning it to you earlier as well, that it takes me time to eventually accept that okay, this has happened, this is where I am, okay, gana aa gaya hai, and it's out there, and people are showing so much love, and I'm so thankful for it, and it's just to a point where I'm just constantly smiling, where I read all the comments and I see all these messages, and it just makes me feel so good, and I'm truly like humbled. And
you are too humble for somebody who's mashallah been so successful so soon. But tell me, so you've been getting ready for this for some time. I know that you've been working very hard, both in the studio, on your skill, everything.
Yeah. So it was a very interesting journey. What happened was that I was working on my album. It took me a long time to eventually figure out that okay, this is my sound. Wo pura ek, considering I was a guy who grew up listening to all these English bands like Pink Floyd and all these people. So mere liye Urdu mein aana, it was quite the challenge, So eventually when I did step into it, I found my sound after experimenting with a lot of genres. So gaane bane, album tayar hui, and then opportunities knock at your door at very, like you never know when something might come, and then suddenly one day I'm playing football and Bilal bhai calls me, and he's like, Danyal, मैं तुम्हें एक गाना भेज रहा हूँ, and I want you to give it a shot and sing it and send it back to me. मैच छोड़ा, दोस्तों को कहा मैं जा रहा हूँ, भागा, इतना तेज फुटबॉल खेलते हुए नहीं भाग रहा था जितना घर भागा हूँ तेज, studio on किया, and I just recorded everything and I sent it to them, and the first thing that I got in response was ke, no, we need a raw recording, just you singing on the phone, just like send us a WhatsApp voice note. So then I thought, I was like, okay, but see, they also had the whole thing, it's their way to test people and see as raw as it is how it's gonna sound, so then that happened. So ab ye ek, it came through, they liked it, and I liked the song as well. So it's a big gamble when someone tells you that we're gonna send you a song and we want you to sing it. Then you're thinking, yeah, mujhe pasand aayega kya. I mean, I have loved strings, bachpan se unke gaane sunte aaye and everything, so I relate to their music as well. But still at times they're just like, will it help me express myself as a musician? Is this gonna help me say, or is this gonna help me point out as, yes, that's Danyal, So it happened and it clicked to me, and I just fell in love like the second I heard it, and that happened. So फिर एक decision बस ये था कि okay, the album is also happening now, this has happened. So then eventually I was like, things worked out, and I loved the song, and they loved it too, and then we were like, okay, let's do it. And
so I'm actually lucky enough. I'm lucky in the sense that I've actually heard some of the music that's going to be coming on the album.
Yes, you've been the special person who's gotten a peek.
Phenomenal. When does the album come out? What's the plan?
So the plan is that I think, since it's stuff that's most of it's ready, you heard it, and I think probably I would say the end of this year, maybe November.
Yeah.
Just
excited.
Yeah.
Well, whenever it comes out, you guys had better be getting ready to buy it in whatever form you can, because whatever I've heard, he's got the most amazing bluesy kind of voice, and he does wonders with it. But before this whole stardom happened, you were like, this kid working really hard with very clear goals. Clearly, I love your fitness story. You have to tell that fitness.
Oh yeah, the fitness story.
So it kind of starts, right? So before Ali came, Danyal came. You're
It's
getting
okay.
a lot of that, aren't
It's
you?
okay. It's okay. Yeah.
You're getting a lot of that. So before Danyal came into the stardom and he started becoming a musician, there was this journey of self-discipline, right?
Yeah. See, it's actually, even the self-discipline, all of that journey, it took me. That itself was a journey, from getting one point to the point of realizing that okay, this is now going to be a lifestyle that you have to follow, because fitness is not just.
But there was a girl that inspired this change. I know that.
Yeah, लड़की की कहानी ये थी. लड़की की कहानी ये थी. बहुत छोटी सी थी और बहुत simple सी थी. वो बस ये थी that I got told right on my face, that you're fat, and that just broke my heart. I was like, oh man. वो as in you're fat. That was her
way of saying not good enough.
No, yeah. So then, I actually took a look in the mirror, and I was like, my waist was 38 inches, and I was fat, and I couldn't wear I would mostly wear shalwar kameez ताकि छुप जाए सब कुछ, like no one can see anything. क्योंकि आसान होता है ना बहुत, like खुला सा आपने वो पहना हुआ है, and you're just relaxed, and there's no worries कि ये flab निकला हुआ है, ये वो. But see, once I did start off, you realize that it wasn't about that person anymore. It was about me, because what happens is you see the results, you look at yourself in the mirror, and with every day you start realizing कि यार, this guy, this person, that's the competition. So you're competing with yourself every day. So and honestly, I say this to people, when I did step into this, I was very self-obsessed. I wanted to be, because if I wasn't, then it wouldn't have been a competition with myself. I wouldn't have looked at myself and I wouldn't have said, okay, yes, this is good, ये हुआ है, अब ये cut आ रहा है, ये हो रहा है, now that vein's popping out, but I need to be better. So you kind of have to. But
you had a very interesting thing to say to me about the last time, that you kind of found your happiness in this.
Yeah, that's.
But you said, but I remember you saying that even you decided to change yourself because you weren't happy, and it's really a journey of finding happiness, right?
Yeah. It's self-discovery, right? It's at the end of the day, it's all about happiness, right? When you go to bed, it all comes. Okay, so check this out. You have a whole day, right? It's your routine. You have a job, whatever you do. Pura din, if you keep yourself busy, good for you. You have all these distractions. It's work, it's friends, all that stuff. What matters is that when you come home at the end of the day, and you switch off your phone, you put it on the side, and the lights are off and you can't see anything, you close your eyes and you're going to go to sleep, and it takes you 5 to 10 minutes to go to sleep, right? It's down to those thoughts that come to you in that moment, that how your life is. And if you're happy, because that's when you're completely on your own, vulnerable and very sensitive, in every aspect.
How old are you again? You sound smarter than me. He's sounding more mature than me.
No, I think it's mostly because of my family, I think. Because when you're the youngest one, and you're having dinner, and at the dinner table there are these conversations about you know, like perspectives and this and happiness and what are we seeking, you know, at the end of the day.
But you are very young.
I am.
How
and
old are you?
sometimes I'm out.
I would cringe if somebody asked me that. You shouldn't cringe.
I'm 21 anyway, so
I'm 21, but not. It is really cute, by the way, because you were sharing that Facebook post with me just the other day when your song came out and your mother had shared a post.
Yeah, what a date. So what happened was that I was on my Facebook and my mom, she tagged me when the song came out. She tagged me, and अब वो you know, Facebook का वो होता है that आपकी memories आती हैं, right? So the same date, exactly 2 years back, my mom posted this memory where she had posted about my A-levels result, which was
I'm gonna kill myself right now.
Which was
your A-level result.
Yeah. So you know, I had made them proud.
No, but this says so much about you, right? At such a young age to have this clarity. Let me ask you, what do you want to be? Like, eventually, what's your destination?
If I answer that right now, I would say that maybe I'm not on the right path. It's too premature of a question, because I think no one can really, if you know, it's one thing to know what you want to do and who you want to be. Focus is something else. But it's one thing to limit yourself and be like, okay, this is who I am and this is who I want to be, you know. Because and for me, I think I am too young to just, you know, put a stamp on it.
बचपन से Miss Universe बनना चाहती थी, मुझे तो पता था.
No, I think it's gonna take me time to eventually realize that, okay, this is my destiny, you know. So
because you do so much already, right? I've heard you play instruments, I've heard you sing. You're very good an actor also. It's something that you're very actively interested in. अरे भाई, अभी देख रही हूँ मैं तुम्हारी acting.
ये acting है. How is this acting?
Not at all. But okay, so tell me, just on the note of being a performer, a visual performer.
Okay, I do look at myself as an actor as well, because शुरू इस तरह हुआ था that when so you see, everyone, if you're a film buff, right? So people who love watching films will understand this. Those top 250 IMDb movies, right? Once you discover them and then you keep watching every new movie every night, and you're like, yaar, उस वक्त से मैं क्या कर रहा था, you know? So इस point पे, when I saw these really amazing films like it was like Fight Club and The Usual Suspects and वो, तो मैंने करना क्या शुरू कर दिया that after I would watch them, I would obsess over them, watch them again and again, and then I would read the lines with the actors.
Wow.
You know, तो फिर एक point आ गया था कि film भी लगी हुई है, मैं देख भी नहीं रहा, काम शाम करूँ लेकिन dialogues बोल रहा हूँ साथ साथ.
Wow.
You know, like ये वो and blah blah blah, full style मारो, शीशे में देख के जा रहा हूँ कि अगर मेरा shot होता तो कैसे हो.
Well, that's crazy, right?
But
That's passion. That's passion.
That helped me discover that, okay, yeah, you know, I think I like this. You know, I like playing it because I think it's so beautiful that how you are one person on your own in your own domain, like I'm Danyal right now, right?
Yeah.
But how in an instant, if I get a film, I'm a new character. You know, so it's like you're a glass, and you can be water and you can be, you know, Coke or Sprite.
I love these analogies. I love them.
So you know, you can be anything you want. You're liquid. You know, you just take the form of anything that you can, and I think it's beautiful. You know, that you're getting to play these characters, discover them, and in some of their characteristics, you discover yourself as well. That okay, I am like that as well. You know, so if this character is dealing with these problems in this way, what if I try that with myself in real life, you know?
Speaking of dealing with things, how are you dealing with the female attention that you are getting right now?
I'm not getting any female attention.
Oh yeah, right. Now that's a classic act right here. That
was
what?
I would admit to that. That was acting. No.
Attention? What attention? I'm not getting any attention.
Yeah, honestly, So I wrote this a few days earlier. There'd be like these people who would keep commenting that, you know, we comment on your pictures so much, and you know, you don't acknowledge us, and you don't comment back, or you don't even like it, and we send you messages and you don't respond. It was just that I knew something was happening, something for me, and I wanted it to happen, and then come to the point of thanking everyone, because it's so much love and so much attention and so much of these nice, kind things everyone has to say. I just feel I get speech. I wish I could give back as much as, you know, they give it to me. But guys, I love you so much.
Yeah, so a lot of attention coming. I just saw him at the press conference the other day, and there was a line of people who wanted to take selfies with you. And he was such a good sport. You're very patient about this, aren't you?
Why wouldn't I be? I mean, I have been that guy as well who wanted to take a selfie with someone else, you know, or a picture with someone else. So, or that I remember once I was in LA, and I was in this restaurant, and I was studying filmmaking. And there was this one actress that I really liked. I used to watch this show. It was called One Tree Hill.
Yes, I did
right?
too. Yeah, even though we're like 20 years apart, but I saw it too. I'm kind of millennial mindset.
So yeah, she was there, you know, and I just went and I was having food. I hated the food there, but I was just having it because she was there. And I was like, okay, what do I do? How do I go get a picture? You know, what do I say? But so when I saw everyone, you know, coming to me and everything, I'd look at them, and they'd have this smile, and they'd be looking forward to it, and they'd be excited, you know, and that would make me excited. You want to take a picture with me? Oh, man, let's do it, you know. Yeah. And these are the people that make you, you know. It's their love, it's their support that builds you. If you are not giving back to them, then maybe you don't deserve to be where you are, you know, because it's all about giving, at the end of the day. You just have to.
Okay, so talk to me about your home. I mean, obviously there's so many comparisons being drawn between Ali and you, and you guys look a lot alike, huh?
Yeah, I swear to God, even if you ask him this, or if you ask my parents or the rest of my family, I think except my bhabis, both of them, everyone, हमें नहीं इतना लगता था, you know. It was up till last year that I also grew older. He started working out. Yeah, he started working out for his film, and you know, the fitness regime and everything, and then he leaned up quite a lot. And then plus I wanted to grow out my hair long, and then he had his hair long as well. And we would barely be at home at the same time. He was shooting, I was doing my stuff in the studio, you know, so we wouldn't cross paths very often. So we didn't know how how we're looking, what's happening, and we never thought about this. But then people started saying it so much कि एक दिन अम्मा ने भी मुझे बोल दिया कि you know, she was like कि यार मैं तो सोचे ही नहीं कभी ऐते वाकई मैंने लगा कि तू ऐते अली है, you know, and then she'd be like कि अली कसम मैंने लग रही थी तू दानिया लेगा, मैं तेनू कहने लगा दानिया जरा पानी तक गिलास ले आ रही मैंने, you know. So it was just like, you know, and I was like हाँ, and then my mom was like कि हाँ मुझे थोड़ा नजर आना शुरू हो गया है, you know, like you guys.
But you guys have a great bond, right?
Oh man, it's the best. So it's not just him being a brother, and it's the same with the rest of my family as well.
Yeah.
He's a friend, he's a father figure, someone who I can talk. He's probably my whole family. Like there's no one who knows me better than my whole family, in the sense that, not in the sense of me as a person, or my personality or how I act or behave, and no, as like my secrets, my life, everything, because they're just, you know, they're so easy to talk to, and they're always there, and they never made me feel like, you know, that there's some kind of this family pressure कि यार नहीं हमसे मैं इनसे ये बात नहीं कर सकता, you know, ये नहीं हो सकता. They've always just been there, you know, very open about everything.
So the family is you 3 brothers, your parents, and 2 bhabis.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
And they're big fans of yours. I know that.
And
I follow
also,
Aisha, and she's always posting about how amazing you are.
Also a nephew and 3 nieces. So
wonderful.
So I'm a chachu.
You're a chachu through and through, huh?
Yeah. And it's very sorry.
Please go ahead. This is not.
It's just very cute that so my name is Danyal, right? It's not a name that comes easy on on a child, you know,
Yeah.
who's just learning to speak.
Yeah.
So since every year, it's like it's very funny that the first time that it comes out, it's like, you know, and it's like, and I'm like, aww,
Oh my God, that's love right there.
Yeah, I
right?
know,
And
and
they're
I
all,
just-
are they all in
that's my
Lahore?
vibe.
Are they close to you?
We live together. All of us live together, and it's. I think I doubt we can not live together. You know, because we're all so close with each other. We're always together. Even right now, we were on a family vacation. You know, we went to the States after a long time, and we just had fun. And more than stepping out and doing stuff, we would actually even at times have more fun when we would just be at home. You know, at night after putting the kids to sleep, and we're just talking and having ice cream, and you know, watching TV or watching something together and just gossiping about stuff. You know, it's just amazing. Yeah,
I'm gonna ask you a curveball. I'm going to.
Don't.
Are you single, Danyal?
Do not. Yes.
This is for all
I
the
am.
women out there who have been contemplating. The boy just said yes. Yes, he's single.
That's all I can say to that.
That's all we wanted to
Yeah.
hear.
You know, my focus is primarily on my career,
Yeah.
and now right along with it, I mean, there's a lot of things, you know.
There's a lot going on.
Yeah, there's a lot going on.
And suddenly there's so much going on. There's like a lot of music coming from you.
Yeah, the thing with me is, if, like I mentioned this earlier as well, if you put me, what I mentioned was, if you put me and my brother in a room, when I was asked about him, you know, how it is working with him,
Yeah.
that if you put me and him in a room, and if you just lock us for like one night or something, the next morning we're gonna come out with a whole album. You know, I'm
Wonderful, right?
I'm not bragging or something, but it's
Yeah.
just how it is, because it's just there's so much of this creative influx,
Yeah.
you know, between us.
No, I was just telling these guys that, you know, like when I sit down with you guys, it's almost like the communication is happening in music.
Yeah,
So
yeah, that's how it is, you know. And see, I think there are like two types of musicians. Up till now, from what I've learned, I may be wrong. One who create every day. They're creating something. Not even every day. Every time they pick up a guitar, they create something. You know, it's just like that.
Yeah.
They're wired like that. Second, they don't necessarily create. They add on to it.
Yeah.
In the sense, how mostly, if you look at a singer,
Yeah.
you know, for instance, there's someone else who produced a song,
Yeah.
someone else who wrote it, and they gave it to a singer, and they just sing it,
Yeah.
right? So they weren't there with the creative process of it being created. Ke antara kya hoga, ye jagah, chords, ye wo. But they just came on and they just, you know, they say कि ये scale suit करे, थोड़े बहुत changes हुए, lyrics ये वो सारे, and then they do that. I fall in, and I'm glad that I am. I fall in the former category. I just create. Whenever I pick up the guitar, it's just something ends up happening. But when I was working on my album, this was a huge problem for me. Because every day I would end up creating something new. I would end up making something new. And I told myself that, okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to give myself a month.
Yeah.
In that month, जो riff आती है, जो melody आती है, chorus, verse, this, that, I'm going to record it, everything. So I just, you know, take out my phone immediately and be like, la 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 la, and then that's it. And just name it, you know. 4 a.m. type music scene, you know, long drive.
Hear these.
Yeah.
I want to hear these sounds.
You will soon.
The soundtrack to Danyal's life.
Long drive scene, you know, I do stuff like that. But then, after that whole month, so I was like, I'm going to give it a month. And after the whole month passes, I'm going to stop.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to decide कि ये चीज़ें बनी हैं, इनमें से what it is that I'm going to select and, you know, work on. I ended up with about 30 songs.
Wow.
30 ideas.
Wow.
And I had to cut it down to maybe 6 to 8. And every day it was just a challenge. कि नहीं ये लेकिन ये तो अच्छा है, you know ये तो
Yes,
ये
it's like
है.
you were letting go of a
Yeah,
piece of you,
exactly,
right? So you're
exactly,
like,
because
how
you-
do you select your best child,
Yeah.
favorite child?
That's what I was gonna say. But then I was like, okay, I don't have children, so it's probably not gonna be the right.
Favorite nephew or
But
niece?
yes,
yeah,
exactly.
And you can't
right?
do
That's,
that. You can't
yeah,
select
you
a
just
favorite.
can't. You
just
can't.
love
If they're
them
like your
all
babies,
equally.
you know, and you're
Yeah.
like, okay, who do I let go? Who do I keep? I can't do this. I'm sorry. Please.
Forgive me,
Yeah,
you can
forgive
feature
me.
in my next album.
Yeah.
I love you.
No, and that's what I did then. Then,
Yeah.
in a way, it helped me. अभी खैर next album तो बहुत आगे की बात है, but it helped me out in a way that I was like, okay, it helped me figure out that what type of sound would I want. I think right now, what is very important in the industry, I feel, is that artists maybe need. I mean, there needs to be this thing where we have like signature sounds.
Yeah,
you know,
that's true. Actually.
Where you're focusing on. I mean, your craft is supposed to be your own craft.
Yeah.
Like for instance, Ali Zafar or Atif Aslam or all these, you know, people who made it big
Yeah,
in the industry. No one can do Atif Aslam better than Atif Aslam. No one can do Ali Zafar better than Ali
That's
Zafar.
true. That's true.
You know, that's how it is. Because they created their own style, their own way of doing things. थोड़ा सा अब I think वो थोड़ा सा कम हुआ है, but also because of the way where we are in the industry as well, it's kind of tough right now.
Yeah.
But this whole process helped me finally figure out that okay, this is my sound, at least for the first album. This
I'm
is who
going
I
to be
am,
rooting
know.
for you. You know that, right? I'm Danyal's big fan. I even have a big Danyal poster on my office door.
You do?
Yes, I do. You have to swing by.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, man,
There's a
I'm
big
so
Danyal
excited
Zafar
now. Yeah.
on my
I
door.
need to see this. Wow, I feel special. Thank
yes,
you.
and
Thank
I got
you.
to pick, and I picked Danyal Zafar for my door.
Aww, I love Sadaf. I love her.
Danyal, as is obvious.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, but I am so glad that this guy came here today, even though he's not feeling well, and he made me a promise.
Now I'm
and
feeling well. Now I'm feeling very fine.
The city says
All your
that.
magic. All your magic. Yes.
But I am so glad you made time, and I am so glad you came here, and I am absolutely and totally rooting for your success through and through.
Thank you.
Because
so
I
much.
know how
Thank you.
hard he works. So, well,
Thank
hard
you.
work does pay off, and here is Team City Says, loving Danyal Zafar and absolutely rooting for his success. Till next time, stay tuned to City TV.